Hey, good morning or good day, everybody, and welcome to yet another pilot episode of the D&G podcast. We don't really have a name yet, do we, Deanna?
No, not yet. Good morning, Garrick.
By the way, the D&G logo you did not like because it's a direct ripoff of Dolce and
Oh,
Gabbana, right?
yeah, I think we deserve a better one. I think it's like, tacky.
I just did it. Well, it's like money and it's clever, I thought, but if it's too cliche, I understand that, or tacky. I
Yeah,
love
I
tacky
think
things. So.
we should be more original.
Okay. I disagree, but no, I'm just kidding. Okay. So today we're going over the 1003 actually. So this is a very good episode. Yesterday, so Deanna's amazing at customer rapport and operations and different things. Doesn't know a ton about the loan application. So yesterday you're like, I don't want to do taxes, insurance, Garrick. I want you to do taxes and insurance from now on. I'm like, your number one job here, pretty much, is to keep me on the phones and, shaking hands and kissing babies and pre-approving people and all that fun stuff. Not doing taxes and insurance. So,
Yeah, well, what you said is like, I want you to do all the things that I don't like to do, but I don't know. I thought maybe I could convince you.
a
It
lot of the
was a
times,
it was a nice shot. Like I
yep,
tried.
absolutely. No, I commend you. All right, well, we're going to jump into it. We are Fresh Home Loan, and this will be for loan officers getting started in the business, realtors looking to learn more about the pre approval process, and of course, for homeowners and home buyers looking for financial services. And it is brought to you by Fresh Home Loan, people, independent mortgage brokers that work for the people. Did you know that's actually my trademarked tagline, Deanna?
Yeah, I knew that since day one. You told me.
Now check this out. I implemented graphics into the presentation.
Mm.
Whoa,
Oh.
we're like leveling up here, but I can't get it to go to the next slide. All right, what's up? Just there we go. All right, so just doing a quick overview of what a loan application is. It's basically our sales form, is the way I look at it. But in the bigger picture, it's what we use to get someone pre-approved or fully approved. And the loan application, the definition is it has 6 key items. You have to have these 6 things, or you don't have a loan application. And if you don't have these 6 things, then you don't have a loan application. So we need the borrower's name, income, social security number, property address, estimated value of the property, loan amount requested. Those are the 6 major things. I'm going to say you need the social and the date of birth, which didn't include that there, but I'd say we do need the date of birth on that too. So we'll say social and date of birth as the 6th thing. Why it matters, the name. So we do need your legal name as it appears on your ID to run credit, etc. Also, like people are doing a lot of like background checks happen. If you've got anything like we've seen, right? Child support, or if you own property that you forgot about in another state, like a lot of land or something, an underwriter is going to find it. So we use your full name and it's part of the process. Also, we just need your legal full name on the document because you're going to be holding title to a property. And so we need a legal name. Income. Obviously, income is important. So we know what you qualify for. And we collect pay stubs, tax returns, profit and loss. And then we even go one step further and actually go into the IRS. Usually the lenders do this, though, like the underwriting staff and whatnot will go into the IRS and pull the tax transcripts as well to verify that what you have sent us matches what was filed with the IRS. Social, we need that to pull credit. We do need a date of birth as well to pull credit. So obviously this is very important. And I mean, it just is kind of like your We have a name, but really we have a social security number when it comes to like monitoring and all these things in the world, getting things and credit and whatnot. All right. Property address, of course, without a
Can I ask
property.
you? I'm
Yes.
sorry. Can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah, of
What
course. Sorry.
if we like this person wants like an IT loan? I thought they didn't need a social security number.
Correct. So, very good question. And yes, this is kind of more of a blanket statement. So, if they don't have a social security number, an ITIN number for an ITIN loan would be one of the 6 things. So, that would be in lieu of social security. I have an ITIN.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Excellent question. Address. So everything we do is tied to property. Like the property is what's known as collateral. So the bank extends the money because they know they have the collateral, right? No one's going to just issue $500,000. Well, most people, I should say, clarify, will not issue 500 grand to someone or lending institutions if they don't if they stop paying. What's going to happen to my 500 grand? Just as a roundabout number, they don't want to make sure they don't lose it. So we have to have a property because let's just say it's the collateral tied to the loan. And if you stop making payments, then that collateral goes to the bank and you lose your home. Just like if you have a car loan, you stop paying, you lose the collateral, which is the car. We need a value because this puts, as you know, kind of once the value's in there, it kind of puts the rest of the pieces together as far as what's the loan to value, what loan program, rate, etc. So the loan to value is really a big part of pricing. The loan amount, obviously, we need to know how much you want to borrow. Do you qualify? What kind of programs do we have for that? And what's our debt to income, loan to value with that loan amount, etc. And then we put it all together. So when we have all these 6 pieces, this is when we can pull credit, issue disclosures, submit to underwriting, lock your rate, and move you closer to home ownership. Now, once we do have these, right, you've seen how I have to disclose a loan, I believe, right? Like in certain time frames, like if I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, we had one where I thought I talked to processing, right? And I said, hey, I think you need to disclose this today because I locked it 3 days ago, etc. So that happens. So basically the application date is day 0. And so this can be different in retail than in wholesale. Like when we upload a loan to a wholesale and we have all these things, we have all these things, we don't have to lock necessarily right away. I'm sorry, we don't have to disclose right away. But if I have a refinance with all these things and I lock it, I do have to disclose right away. On the retail side, I've worked at places where if you do have all those 6 things, then you have to disclose it no matter what. So just know on day 3, we have to send the initial disclosures, which by law includes the loan estimate. And also in our world, loan officers, if we don't do that, you have to cancel the file, re-upload it, and you kind of waste a lot of time. So always be on top of your 3 days here. I like to just lock it and disclose it personally if with certain lenders, or else I lock it and I try to get it to processing as quickly as possible. Oh, and also no, you can only charge for a credit report before disclosures go out and an intent to proceed is given. So we can't charge like an application. Actually, I'll say there's workarounds where some people, institutions and things do charge an application fee. I honestly wish we had an application fee, right? Someone paid me, $300 up front to run numbers and things, but we get paid when the deal closes in our world. So that is what makes the loan application. Now I'm going to go very quickly into what is the loan application. Any questions so far, Ms. Diaz?
No, we're
Okay.
good.
So the loan application is known as the Uniform Residential Loan Application, URLA, Form Fannie Mae 1003. Freddie Mac Form 65, but like no one will ever call it that. It's always called the 1003. And it doesn't matter what kind of loan you're getting, it's the 1003. As I say, if you want to sound cool, Deanna, you call it the 1003. So it's to collect borrower data, loan approval, and we've kind of gone over that. Section 1 is like, your personal information. Where do you live? And what's your social, date of birth, marital status, kids? Do you rent? Do you own? And how long? We need a 2-year history. Section 2, we dive into employment, business ownership, self-employment details, etc. Section 3 is where we go into income and we break down base income, overtime, self-employment income, rental income. Although I will say rental income is technically more done in the REO, and you know that. We'll get into that in a minute. So asterisks next to rental income, and then other income, alimony, child support. And so, like, if you are divorced, just so you're aware, and you have like alimony or child support, you usually see it. Um, well, if they're paying it, you see it coming out of the pay stub. So usually, I see it when they're trying to hide it more than when they're trying to claim it. But otherwise, there'll be the court order that could show what they're getting for child support, and they'll show like deposits, and that's how we prove it. And then Social Security, very similar. We get an awards letter, but here we verify all sources of income for the most part. Section 4 would be your financial information. It's split up between the assets and the liabilities, and it's good to fill out the assets very completely. It says real estate and other valuable assets. I'm going to say that goes over to the REO too. Isabella set this up. I didn't really change too much. Credit cards. And so then we go into liabilities. And liabilities, don't really fill that out, people, on your application, because we run credit and it gets input automatically. And it's just way cleaner. And we do it for you. And you don't want to go through and look at what you owe debts on, right? Just let us do it for you. It's more fun to see what you have in the bank, or maybe not. But either way, we can fill out the liabilities, is my point. Financial information, as far as Section 5 is the REO, or the section of real estate. Very, very important. I'd say we handle a lot of self-employed people and a lot of people that have multiple properties. And so you've seen it. There's a lot of back and forth we go to have to factor in this and that. And if it's a bank statement loan, et cetera. There's a lot of back and forth that you go with the REO and the income, et cetera. So, and liabilities to match up the properties. So this is kind of the final piece of information. But if they do have, 2 or 3 properties, I'd say 3 or more, it's always just super accurate to get this, especially with rental income, as accurate as possible. Use the calculators and all that good stuff. Then we have loan and property information. And then finally, we have the declarations, which are just questions. Do you owe money, etc.? Yes, no, check boxes down the list on the last page of the application. And then you have your demographics, your ethnicity, your race, your gender. It's always kind of odd. Like as a loan officer, I'm supposed to like guess or just say, like, if they come to my office, right, and like I have to check what they are, right? So it's kind of weird, especially in the Bay Area where we're so sensitive about ethnicities and genders and sexual orientation and all these different things. It's very odd like section of the document. But this is used, they say, for fair lending monitoring. I don't know. It's kind of weird too. It's just, but anyway, it is. You can check. I don't want to fill it out. I don't want to fill it out. I don't want to say, etc. But this is something that, as a loan officer, we're supposed to fill it out, whether or not you do. It's kind of weird. I always thought. What do you think about that?
Well, not sure how to feel about it. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but I guess it's more like control.
It is. It's kind of like Big Brother watching, but they use it, and I'd say this may be true too, like to make sure there's no redlining. You probably don't know what redlining is, right? Or do you? Like, it's kind of like we want to put all the Latinos in this neighborhood and all the African Americans in this neighborhood, and so they want to steer clear of things like that and make sure there's no bad characters doing bad things, and so that's a bigger picture of it too, and why we do it. But it is definitely, it is government monitoring, and it is kind of weird that you have to.
Yeah, basically that's what I said. Just control. Like they want to control the areas. They want to control just people and to know where they are, where they at. I meant.
I agree. And then lastly is just loan information, loan officer company, NMLS, contact info, and branch location. And
Oh, look
so,
at that. The last one are always my favorite. Thank you, Garrick.
so now, Deanna, do you think you can go take a great loan app?
I think so.
All right,
Yeah,
very good.
actually, yesterday was the first time that I spent more time looking at one. So I think this is a really good time that you taught me this. So great.
Good. And we're about to dig in and review a ton of loan applications. So, again, thank you for watching. See, I've got graphics and stuff now. Kinda. This is the old logo and show name. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we're gonna go get to work now, everybody.